Hey everybody, it is your girl coming back with a video. So now what I'm going to do is take you through the process of actually laying out the garden and how you want to plan everything. So I got some drawings that I did to help kind of show you my point and everything. So the type of garden that we're doing is called square foot gardening, and you can Google that if you want, or you can just listen to me because I'm going to tell you everything. And basically, like I said, we got our measurements out there in the yard, and I actually got some paper and I did a drawing outline. You can see of the garden. So I have 4 beds outside, and one of the beds is 2 by 10 and the other 3 are 2 by 9. So basically what I did was I laid it out according to the square feet, because that's what's important. And the reason why we're doing the square feet garden is because, number one, you could plant multiple vegetables in the same plot. You don't have to just have one big massive amount of onions and one row of tomatoes and all this other stuff, which is really good because certain vegetables thrive really good next to each other. So that's what we're doing, but that's going to be a whole nother video. Right now we're working on getting the square footage of the garden. Now, the square footage is important because certain vegetables need more room than others. Now, of course, we all know that watermelons are bigger, so you can't plant watermelons right next to each other because you have to give them space to do their thing, move around, shuck and jive, whatever, to grow and expand. Same thing with cantaloupes. But certain things like maybe let's see what my notes say. Let's see, lettuce leaves, which are small, you could put 16 in 1 square foot. Whereas when it comes to basil, you probably just want to put 2 plants. You see what I'm saying? So that is like what we're going to talk about. That is like a big important thing, because you want to maximize your garden. You want to get as much vegetables as you possibly can, right? So, and you can pause this. I'm going to just hold this up and I'm going to talk about it a little bit so you can take some notes. And I wrote in print, and I'm going to go back some. Let's see, let's do it like that. Maybe you can see everything, but you can bring it closer or whatever. So basically what this is the layout of the vegetables, and each number beside tells you how many seeds you put in each square foot. Now, when you are placing the seeds, you definitely want to put the seeds in order. You have to be very specific in that square with how you plant the seeds. You can't just drop them, just grab a handful of them and throw them in. It does not work like that. You need to take your time and place each one in its corresponding little space so that they can have enough room to thrive and grow accordingly. So of course, if you have let's see, and you can pause this. I recommend pausing because I'm not gonna hold it all because I need to go, but I'm gonna hold this up a little bit more so you can get it all in and see everything you need to see. Okay, so now, like I said, you can just go back and pause that. So basically what this is how many seeds you can put in each square foot. Okay, so what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna take a stick. You're gonna go outside, take a stick, and you're gonna draw, like I said, connect the lines in there and section them off in squares. And we're gonna do a video and show you what we're gonna do when we get to that point. But this point right here, what the point I'm trying to make is here. Once you get this part, once you got this part with how many seeds you're gonna do, and you have the square footage drawn out on your garden, what you're going to do is you're going to take your time and figure out, because this is the important part, you're going to figure out what the spaces that you need and how you're going to assemble them around the garden. Okay, so you need to come up with a plan for that because that's important. So on here, going back to this, for number 1, like if you want to plant, say, basil, right? One box, one of these small boxes, see, this is 2. right? But this is 1 square foot, this one box right here. So what you're going to do is take this one box and you are going to put 2 basil seeds in the one box. Simple, right? I know. And then say for instance you want to do onions in this next box right here. You're going to put 9 onion seeds in this one box. Now, yeah, you can put 9 seeds in that. You're going to have to put them in order in a specific way. And I'm going to show you because the layout is very important. The layout is very important. Okay? So when you are doing the layout, here's another big one. A big one for you to see. You see that? You can't see it because it's flipped backwards. Okay. So, cucumbers. 1 cucumber seed here in 1 square foot. And then another cucumber seed in the square foot. And then 3 tomato plants right next to each other. 1 seed per square foot. Right? Now, so if you have 10, like I have a 2 by 10. So that means that I have 20 square feet to work with. Right? So each square footage of the garden, I can plant something different. Right? But now in my next video, we're going to talk about what we plant, because right now we're just doing the math. We're trying to make sure that we maximize as many spaces in our garden as possible to get the biggest yield, to keep growing and being wonderful and eating delicious. And you can flip it all year long. I'm in the South, so we can pretty much grow something all year long. It's not even a problem. It's so many different vegetables and stuff that you can experiment with, and certain things around here grows all year long, which is amazing, and you love it. So this is the end of this part, and I'm going to stop this right in this video because, like I said, I think you pretty much got the point. You need to draw out your garden in the square footage that we measured already. If it's 3 by 12, whatever, you need to you're going to take those measurements, draw them out on a piece of paper, okay? And then hopefully you already have an idea of some of the things that you want to plant. And the next thing what you're going to do is figure out, according to this chart that I showed you guys, the plants that you want to plant. Like if you're doing celery, right? If you got celery as part of your to-do list, you know that you can only put 2 celery seeds per square footage of the garden. Same thing. That's what I'm saying. Broccoli, 4 broccoli seeds per square foot in the box. Okay? This is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You see that? This is very important. And also, too, listen, you can always go on Pinterest, which is amazing because there's all types of clip arts and stuff. I have some saved in my phone. I recommend you do that. There are apps that also help you with this, with the square footage of the garden. But this part is really simple. You know what I'm saying? The next part is going to be a little bit more intricate, and we'll get to that. So, shalom. I love you guys. queenfromcreation@gmail.com if you want to talk, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to definitely be uploading more videos, probably today, maybe. I'm not sure. But, peace.